Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Afternoon English News with Himavati Kumbantavam. First, the headlines. Situation worsens at Litan in Tangkhul district. Around 10 houses torched. Fresh cross-firing reported this morning. Internet services suspended for 5 days in Tangkhul district in view of the volatile law and order situation at Litan. K. Lungwiram Village Authority strongly condemns torching of a house at K. Lungwiram Village under Sabamina Police Station in Manipur district. And Chief Minister Imphal inaugurates Imphal Guwahati, Imphal Kolkata and Imphal Mumbai Spice-Jet air services at Imphal International Airport. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Tensions continue to flare in Litan area of Tangkhul district as fresh arson and gunfight is reported again. Despite the claim of successful meeting among community leaders by Deputy Chief Minister Lucy Diko, who visited Litan yesterday in an effort to calm things there, fresh arson was reported this morning, followed by incident of firing. The situation worsened despite the deployment of good amount of central security forces, including Indian Army. Meanwhile, the state government responded by suspending internet services in the district for 5 days and imposing a curfew. About 10 houses were burnt down by miscreants this morning, while villagers have fled to neighboring villages to take shelter. Security forces are making efforts to restore normalcy and to avoid further clash in the area. The ban on internet service in Tangkhul district came after various videos from unverified sources continued to surface in social media platforms.
Firing murder da sang wearing thorsong isimugabla kumna simang gabne automatic weapon mange.
Manipur government has suspended all internet services for 5 days in Tangkhul district with immediate effect from 11:30 a.m. in view of the volatile law and order situation in the district. Commissioner cum Secretary Home and Ashok Kumar issued an order in this regard, citing the probability of exploiting social media platforms to circulate images, posts and videos that may inflame public sentiment and trigger serious disturbances by anti-social elements. The Internet Suspension Order, issued under Rule 3 of the Temporary Suspension of Telecommunications Services Rules 2024, aimed to prevent the spread of misinformation and inflammatory content. It covers all Internet and data services, including broadband, VPN and VSAT. K. Lungwiram Village Authority KLVA strongly condemns the February 9 midnight arson attack on the residential house of one Azan Abonmai of K. Lungwiram Naga Village under Sabamina Police Station in Manipur district. In a press release, the village authority alleged that the attack was carried out by approximately 30 unidentified youths from Sarunphai, a Wi-Fi village, and orchestrated and instigated by Chief of L. Munlai Tangkhul Wi-Fi, Chief of Lailon Kuno Haupu Wi-Fi, Chief of Lailon Wi-Fi Lalwai Wi-Fi and Chief of Sarunphai Thangboy Wi-Fi, calling the arson attack a cowardly and barbaric criminal act. KLVA alleges that it was a premeditated act of organized criminal aggression, breaching law and order and challenging state authority. It also claimed that the villagers are reportedly being held hostage by Wi-Fi elements facing intimidation, fear and deprivation. KLVA further demands immediate and decisive intervention from Manipur government and Ministry of Home Affairs, urging for deployment of adequate neutral security forces, protection of civilians, dismantling of the alleged hostile Wi-Fi elements, and rehabilitation of affected villages. It also warned that delay or inaction will be seen as complicity, emboldening perpetrators and escalating the crisis. Meanwhile, Manipur police has informed that a minor fire incident occurred on February 10 around 12:10 a.m. in K. Lungwiram village, causing partial damage to a residential house. In its social media handle, Manipur police maintained that security forces from nearby area promptly reached the spot and brought the fire under control, while stating that the cause of the fire is under investigation and the overall situation remains normal. It further cautioned that rumors are being circulated on social media claiming that Tangkhul residents fled to Kanto Sabal after the Litan incident have been found to be false. It went on to clarify that no villagers have moved out except for a few students and families who have sought temporary rental accommodation due to the start of the new school session. Manipur police further urged the general public not to believe or spread false rumors. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan inaugurated the Imphal Guwahati, Imphal Kolkata and Imphal Mumbai SpiceJet air services at Bir Tikendrajit International Airport today. The event was also attended by Member of Parliament and senior officials of the airline. Speaking on the sideline, Chief Minister Khemchan said, the introduction of these services will significantly enhance air connectivity and provide greater convenience to the travelling public. He also expressed gratitude to SpiceJet for strengthening aviation links, especially at a time when air travel is witnessing a substantial increase in passenger demand. He further expressed confidence that the step marks another important milestone in improving connectivity and supporting Manipur's growth and integration with the rest of the country.
Congratulate SpiceJet for launching these flight services to Guwahati, Kolkata and Mumbai.
सबसे पहले मैं भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को धन्यवाद करूंगी क्योंकि विकसित भारत में विकसित मणिपुर भी होना चाहिए। तो इस बात के लिए कि अभी नेशनल हाईवे में बसेस बहुत दिक्कत से जा रहा है, तो एवरीवन इज गोइंग बाय एयर। तो इस समय में स्पाइसजेट ने मणिपुर के लिए 4 फ्लाइट बढ़ा दिया, 2 गुवाहाटी का, 2 कोलकाता का। थोड़ा टिकट की प्राइस की ध्यान रखिएगा। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी।
Security forces successfully rescued a truck from Lamlai Chingfei Kuki village that was stuck in fresh violence that broke out in Ukhrul district's Litan village. According to reports from the police, the truck broke down and the 2 drivers, identified as Chihansu Kaishing, 26 years, and Kanbambom Golmei, 17 years, were stranded in Lamlai Chingfei Kuki village, unable to pass through due to the fresh violence that took place in Litan since the past 3 days. Subsequently, security forces rescued the 2 and was brought safely to Yangonpokpe police station under adequate security protection. Liangmai Naga Council, Eastern Zone LNCEZ, has strongly condemned the alleged arson attacks on Naga villages at Litan on the night of February 8, 2026, followed by another targeted attack around 11:55 p.m. on February 9. In a condemnation statement issued on February 10, LNCEZ alleged that about 30 Wi-Fi youths from Sarunfai set fire to the residents of Azan Abonmai of K. Lungwiram Naga village under Sabarmina police station in Gangpokpe district. Terming the incident as barbaric and calculated, the council stated that the attacks pose a direct threat to the existence of Naga people and reflect complete breakdown of law and order in the state. LNCEZ warned that if the government of Manipur and Ministry of Home Affairs fail to immediately identify arrest and prosecute those responsible, and ensure effective security on the ground. The Council would be left with no option but to enforce appropriate retaliatory measures within its jurisdiction. The Council further demanded immediate deployment of adequate security forces and urgent humanitarian relief to safeguard Naga lives and properties, cautioning that the government would bear full responsibility for any consequences arising from failure to act. Katho Katam Now Long strongly condemned statements released by Kuki Student Organization Ukhrul District and Litan Sarekong Village Authority on social media platform, terming it entirely misleading and baseless. In a press statement issued on 9 February by its secretary Katho Long, it alleged that the two organizations are attempting to establish a narrative as victims while decrying that it is on the contrary. Katho Long asserted that the whole debacle was escalated over a minor altercation allegedly triggered by the two organizations. Katho Long clarified that there was no incident of the victim's family approaching the chief of Litan Sarekong, nor of any meeting as depicted in social media posts. It further alleged that armed Kuki militants with sophisticated weapons openly blank-fired a few meters away from where security forces were deployed, causing fear and commotion in the area. While denouncing anti-social elements caused by armed Kuki miscreant, the group stressed to protect Tangkhul community from further aggression. It further maintained that Tangkhul communities had pushed for peaceful coexistence, which had not been honored time and again, thereby imposing restriction of movement of Kukis throughout Ukhrul and Kamjong districts. Now, before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Human Resource Development Academy Garina Chahi Nauriba Angang Singbu Mapung Faba Tungi Mirol Amamang Oinaba Wakal Lokshin Pinabagi Pandamda Academy Sigi Makada Chahi Ahundagi Manga Fawada Laiba Angang Singi Nursery Lower KG Amadi Upper KG gi class Chatliba session 2026 ki oina January Kunipal dagi admission haujaragani
Angang Singi Laizaba Magun Singbu Hena Thawai Hapada Thawai Yaubo Zangaktani Thazaba Thambiyu Lengthok Piro Punna Hodambinasi
Admissions are now open. Please visit Human Resource Development Academy Khari, Airport Road, Imphal, Manipur.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Afternoon English News. More news and updates. Federation of Haumi has written to President Draupadi Murmu requesting a special intensive revision SIR for Manipur before carrying out census and delimitation in the state. Speaking about the development at its office in Julaland today, President of Federation of Haumi, Sapamcha Jadumani, highlighted the importance of conducting SIR before census and delimitation exercises, considering Manipur is located near international boundary, which do not have proper fencing. While expressing fear of huge influx of illegal immigrants and on the chances for issuance of fake identity cards to non-citizens, Jadumani urged communities and CSO in the state to demand for SIR to be conducted first in order to identify eligible voters and to ensure removal of bogus voters.
Border state Manipur gumba atopa foreigner mayamgi makon charaba foreigner singdugi wathok nangasi Manipur separate administration tanbagi Manipur popi thabagi drug ki issue mayama tholiba foreigner sing lairi haiba detect tawdana kayam chu phagrab leiraba state da SIR tawdana special intensive revision election commission gi makhada pangthoiba asengba citizen khaktamak khandoknabagi voter list yawnabagi plan se masi loidragadi koi Manipur da census tawgi mathauta de amadi delimitation gi mathauta de.
Deputy Commissioner of Jirbam District Krishna Kumar formally inaugurated the academic year and a water filter at St. Joseph's School, New Alipur in Jirbam District today. The event was also attended by school principal Father Jason and additional Deputy Commissioner T.H. Manoranjan. Speaking at the event, DC Kumar stressed the importance of education in guiding individuals towards a positive path, stating that educating every person will help direct them towards righteousness in the future. He expressed contentment at the enrollment of students from different communities in the school and wished for fostering diversity and inclusiveness.
Not only the hard work of faculty member, but also the hard work of parents will bring much better result. When it comes to the raising the children, we all know this, how important, how difficult it is. Where role of each and everyone, starting from their parents, their family members, their society may, those who are studying into their all needs to stand together, all needs to support together.
Proscribed outfit KCPPWG has announced that it has withdrawn the restrictions placed on Personal Finance Trust Widow and Orphan Resource Development Trust (WORD) Imphal in the interest of its beneficiaries involved. According to a press statement issued by KCPPWG MC Unification Pro Chikhinganba, the trust was found to bear no connection with its members, as thought earlier, and asserted that the ban was lifted in order to benefit those who depend on its 4-day monthly draw. KCPPWG further cautioned against other groups from placing any sort of ban or restrictions towards WORD, as the trust supports economically deprived and financially disadvantaged households, more specifically widows and orphans. While lifting the ban, KCPPWG cautioned against any unwanted connections between the trust and its members, saying the outfit would keep watch on its future proceedings. Awang Lekin Thabi Modern Youth Association ALMYA appointed its office bearers for the year 2026-2028. According to a press note issued by ALMYA Secretary Yambim Leishemba, the post appointments come after a general body meeting by its 15-member managing committee that took place in November 7 and 15 last year. The newly appointed members are Tongbram Ranjan as president, Laishram Brajakeshwar as vice president, Yambim Leishemba as secretary, Chabungbam Ranjesh as assistant secretary, and Yenkom Prem Kumar as treasurer. Moreover, Lisam Bikramjit, Yenkom Ajoy, Maibam Sanjoy, Yambim Laikoiba, Yendrembam Indrajit, Longjam Bimol, Karam Somorjit, Kangimbam Rakesh, Kaisham Rohini Kumar, and Ketramium Jackson were constituted as a 10-member subcommittee of the association. Moving on in the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 26.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 5.6 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 84% in the morning and 33% in the evening. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Situation worsens at Litan in Ukhrul district. Around 10 houses torched. Fresh cross-firing reported this morning. Internet services suspended for 5 days in Ukhrul district in view of the volatile law and order situation at Litan. K. Lungwiram Village authorities strongly condemns torching of a house at K. Lungwiram Village under Saparmina Police Station in Kangpope district. And Chief Minister Y. Kim Chan inaugurates Imphal Guwahati, Imphal Kolkata and Imphal Mumbai SpiceJet air services at Imphal International Airport. Now that's all we have for today's afternoon English news. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good day.